OK, well, our cameras are picking it up both from the helicopter and from the ground now. We believe this is the private jet. Sam Kiley, the British government have provided the means of return.
Yeah, and that is because he has right of abode in the United Kingdom. His wife is British, his 4 children are British. This is his home. Also a sign, I think, that as far as the British are concerned, they don't consider him a danger. Indeed, since 2007 in general and 2010 in particular, the British government has been lobbying for his release from Guantanamo Bay. But what he's bringing with him on this aircraft is all of those years of experience of what he claims, and no doubt will do once he's settled back into the United Kingdom, claims of allegations of torture against him by the CIA, of the presence, allegedly, of members of MI6 at some of these interrogation sessions, his experiences in Guantanamo itself, where he claims to have been hit some over 300 times, forcibly had blood removed, been subjected to sitting in stress positions and solitary confinement for many, many months on end. All of this, of course, is almost reminiscent of books like Papillon and so on, although, for those of us probably showing my age there, but these are likely to be some kind of classic stories of incarceration. What's not so classic about them, and why it's problematic in terms of American foreign policy, is that this is the sort of experience, detention without trial and so on, that in the Arab world people have come to understand only too well because they live under authoritarian regimes. And the United States, of course, has held itself up as a beacon of democracy. The neocons in particular in Washington were quite keen to export democracy, perhaps through war, and that led to the debacle in Iraq. And this, Guantanamo Bay, and then the attendant drone strikes, in other words, the stepping out of normal judicial processes into tactics that were deemed necessary to prosecute the war on terror, but are certainly potentially undermine the traditions of democracy they're supposed to be defending, have been used by the enemies and indeed the friends of the United States to criticize Washington's approach over both the Bush administration and the Obama administration that promised to get rid of Guantanamo Bay as a campaign pledge. Now in the late twilight of his presidency, Barack Obama has still proven unable or unwilling. He keeps repeating that he wished he'd got rid of it and shut it down at the beginning of his tenure, but now he still goes on.